stop focusing so much on the outcome, okay? And stop, just stop focusing on the goals. Here's what I mean. I'm on this fitness journey right now and done this a lot of different times and lost weight. I'm down 10 pounds in about the past 7 weeks or so, 8 weeks. And I think one of the most challenging things that I constantly keep telling my coach that's helping me out is I want to get down. I see these YouTube videos, I see whatever, get shredded in 2 weeks, etc., and just go in a crazy calorie deficit, which works, right? Walks, there's one video that was like, hey, walk 20 to 40,000 steps a day. Of course, you're gonna actually start losing weight if you do this. But the thing that really hit me hard and that continues to remind me over and over, and I've had this happen when I was really trying to grow my coaching business, and happened the same thing there, right? When I've started to really want to grow this agency, it happened there as well, is I get so fixated on the outcome that I neglect the processes and I neglect the habits to be able to sustain long term. And so the reason I want you to stop focusing on your goals, the reason why for me I need to stop focusing so much on the outcomes, is because I need to become the person that the outcomes attract. Think about it this way, and I wish I could draw this out, and I might make a video about this, but imagine two sides. There's a stick figure on this side, there's a stick figure on this side, right? On one side, it's the person you are right now. On the other side, it's the 2.0 version, right? So for me, Johnny 2.0, this is him. What does this person have? Well, he has money, he has a thriving marriage, he's very disciplined, right? When it comes to, and a very good steward of his business, makes very good logical decisions on that side. Thriving marriage, Christian, etc., right? Not Christian, but like a really solid relationship with God. So that's what this person 2.0 version has. Instead of focusing on just having that, and that's what I have, right? Instead of focusing on, okay, I want that, I want to have that as quick as possible, I need to look at the middle, and I would be drawing an arrow right here. I need to focus on the inputs to create those outputs, because the have is just an output of what has actually happened, right? It's just a result of what happens. The reason why billionaires become billionaires is not because they're just randomly inheriting it. Most of the time, it's just because they're self-made. They built the habits. It's an outcome of the inputs that they have become. And so instead of focusing on just having all the time, I want to have $100,000. I want to make $10,000 in a month. I want to blah, 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 right? Well, you need to focus on the person you need to become that attracts that person. Here's another example. When I was $15,000 in debt, when I just got started selling life insurance, it was brutal, because I just got married. I quit my job at Starbucks less than a year ago. Just got married less than a year ago. I'd been through 3 different agencies at that time. But I had to realize that the only person that I could blame at that moment, because I blamed outside circumstances, my upline isn't helping me out, blah, 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 right? Which, like, I look back at it and it wasn't true. I could have made any of those agencies work. The problem was me, right? But what I had to realize is I am the reason. The circumstances around me are just a manifestation of the person that I had become. And so if you change the person that you become, the outcomes will, if you change the person that you are, the habits, the mindsets, the beliefs, the actions that you take, the outcomes will change. It's just a manifestation of what actually happened. So if you're not where you want to be right now, and I share this with myself as well because I'm not where I want to be at all. But instead of focusing on so much of the outcomes, because those will come, I have to focus as hard as I can on how do I become the person that it would be unreasonable for those outcomes to happen. A guy like Hormozi, a guy like Grant Cardone, a guy like, I'm listening to a podcast right now with Kevin O'Leary. These guys get to where they are, or have gotten to where they are, because they focused on becoming the actual person. They've even though they might not focus on it, they've become the person that just happens. And so it's not just luck, it's building the internal character to have those outcomes. So my mindset has been, hey, for me to become that $1 million a month agency owner, instead of just saying, I want to have an agency that's doing $1 million a month, I need to change my mindset to what am I lacking right now? What are the beliefs, character traits, habits, beliefs, character traits, skill sets. What am I lacking right now? That $1 million a month Johnny, his agency, like what does that person have that I don't? And then I hyper obsess over that. Then I fix that, boom. Then I go to the next thing and the next thing. Entrepreneurship, and especially life insurance sales, is a character building thing. It helps mold you to become the greatest person that you should be. And it just builds so much. So anyways, if you're not where you want to be right now selling life insurance, focus on the inputs that create the outputs. Fix the inputs, stay consistent on the inputs, focus on becoming the person that those outputs are unreasonable, and you'll probably get it sooner than you think. If you love this video, subscribe to the channel right now, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.